Then I'm going to cast this as a bonus action.
Unfortunately, you can't really use that. You didn't.
Why is that?
You didn't quite read the material of Grim Hollow, did you?
Nah.
That's something called blood magic, and you have to have the ability to cast blood magic from either a class, race, feature, or something like that, which you do not possess, I think.
Yet. Keyword.
Okay, I did not know about that.
Yeah.
Sorry for that. Shame.
Every spell you see in that book that says, as a part of casting this spell, you must expend a hit die, that's blood magic.
Okay. So not consumption. Okay, then Edward's turn is over, and then there comes the rats.
Mhm.
The first swarm of rats.
Yep. That's gonna be a hit. Also, don't put the token on top of the ghost, because then I can't modify its HP.
Sorry, but it's technically on top of it.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll just count as they are there.
Yes, but at the same time, no.
Exactly. Okay.
So I wonder if two swarm of rats can attack it, or just one.
Rat maths.
Let me see. Well, I don't think they can, because the space is already occupied by a medium-sized creature and a small-sized creature.
Yeah, and since its attack is only reaches to 0 feet, so it has to be on top of the opponent, then I can't really attack it with the second swarm.
Yeah. It doesn't really say it, and if anyone knows how the ruling on this one is, then go ahead. But I don't, and I'm gonna go with this.
Okay, then it's just going to go in close range and waits until the first swarm of rat disappears, so it can replace it instantly. And there's that.
Okay. And now it's the ghost once again. And you have put yourself on the front line, so you are going to receive the attacks once again.
No.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, ratty boys.
You get blasted. But a 10 I don't think hits.
No, thankfully.
No worries, you get blasted again. You lucky bastard.
I suspect.
So it's got a +5 to hit, and I've just rolled against you a 7, a 10, and 7 was last turn, then now a 10 and a 6.
Nice.
But guess what? It claws on your rats. 16.
That hits.
Yeah, your rats take 5 points of necrotic damage, as these intangible claws pass through it.
Not the rats.
Yes.
Anything but the rats.
Yes. The rats must die.
I wore my best rat shirt and everything.
Well, okay then. Reese, it's your turn.
If I've still got a clean shot,
Yep.
I will again bonus action to steady aim and take a shot at advantage. 14.
14 misses.
Oof. Well, that's me done.
Hmm?
All done.
Yep. Varga.
Okay, so I'm going to shout at them that magic is preferred to physical hits, and then I'm going to just move here and go for another Eldritch Blast.
Mhm.
Damn.
Yep, that's a hit.
Damn!
Nice.
That's my turn.
That's a fair amount of damage.
Okay. Then Baldur, it's your turn.
I'm running.
Yeah,
That's all I
you do. You do your running.
Ah!
Uh, quickly have to check something.
Sure, flee the battle with the civilians. I mean, technically, yes. Flee the battle with the civilians. But we are going to be killed by the ghost.
Alright. Edward, it's your turn.
Oh. So it's gonna be a bow attack again. Which is a 15.
15 hits.
Cool. Then that's 7 piercing damage, but plus I would like to activate my favored foe ability, which raises the damage by 1d4, I think. Which is 2.
Okay. That is going to be 9 then. Okay.
Yeah, and I have concentration then.
What do you mean?
Said
I'm
he has concentration.
concentrating on favored foe. It
Okay.
has
Yeah.
to be, it's like the
Gotcha.
ability requires it. So I don't understand something though. So I have this ability Septic Strikes, which lets me add an additional 1d4 necrotic damage if the target was hit by me or by my rats. But the rats go after me, so how do I deal that damage? Only if I hit it?
Yes,
Mhm.
technically that ability, as a custom ability, hasn't probably been worked right. Yeah, the other way you could do it is as a bonus action in response to a weapon attack you've made, because the rats have separate turns directly after the end of your turn.
Yeah, but it specifically says in the Verminkin that they are going after me. Yeah. No.
Unless it's a higher level
It's on
ability.
my initiative, I guess. So we go at the same time?
Unless there's an ability at a higher level that lets you tell the rats to take an attack action during your turn as an action, and then you can bonus action do this. It's the only thing I can think of. But if they're specifically having turns after you, then it's a badly worded ability is all I'll say. Whoever's designed this hasn't designed this well.
So we go at the same time, or I don't understand this concept.
Go on.
Anyway, let's go with it. So that was my turn. I'm going to use my move action to get out of the front line, so I'm not the one who gets hit now. Like I go there. That seems much safer. And then my rats attack again.
Basically, that swarm summoned go on the start of your turn, so they would act before you.
Oh, right. Okay.
But yeah, okay. That's a hit.
Sorry for taking up session time by figuring out this.
No worries, it's fine. Okay, 7 points of damage. And yeah, that's all because you can't with the other. It's okay. Now something happens.
Oh shit! Something.
You see
My only weakness.
You see two men approaching from the distance. From this direction.
Bilberry.
One of them is running up, is ahead. He is clearly running towards Balder and the kid. It's this person. And the other is wielding a sword. You cannot quite make out in the dark, but he lifts the sword towards Baldur. And Baldur, you give me a second.
One.
Okay. You take 7 points of fire damage and 12 points of radiant damage as a beam of light hits you.
Ow.
Then a second one comes your way. Again, 5 points of fire damage and 15 points of radiant.
Yeah, I'm down. I just fall flat on my face.
As the man walks closer while holding the sword out, you can now see that it is Captain Sebastian Smith.
Fuck.
Each and every one of you slowly suffers the same fate while trying to run away, being shut down by this beam of lights. As we fade to black, the last thing you remember is an old man's voice saying, "They proved themselves enough, didn't they?" Quite some time passes and you wake up in what looks like a wooden cabin of some sort. All of you are there except for Rock. And when you look at each other, you see quite the unexpected turn of events. The marking from your face is missing.
Quick, someone check my ass.
Will anyone check his ass?
I mean, I'm the only one who got it on his neck, so I suppose the others noticed that I don't have it, right?
Yes, you don't.
So I don't know why. I don't know why he says that. So I wouldn't check his ass. That's my reasoning.
Yeah,
Are we
fair enough.
restrained or anything like that, or are we free to move around this room?
You are free to move around, yes.
If we are free to move around, I will turn around, pull down my trousers, and reveal my ass. Someone confirm the dark fate of my ass.
Look in the opposite way.
Alright. That
Is it
means
still there?
Baldur.
I need to know.
Only Baldur remains. Do you look at his ass or not? It's a life or death question. Please answer.
The fate of the world.
Ozzy?
If no one checks, we'll just have to assume it's still there.
Did we lose Ozzy or something?
I think we may have lost Ozzy in the Great Internet Wars.
No.
Okay, I can hear you. Do you check his ass?
No, I said no, I don't.
Oh, I didn't hear it, sorry. Well,
So everyone closes their eyes and turns around, and no one will check my.
that seems to be the case, yes.
I am asking for a simple medical procedure to check if I am still branded on my ass,
Roll
and
for
that
an
one
ass
of
check.
you would assist me. I would gracefully look at your asses to assist you.
Not yet.
And now I guess I noticed that he does not have the markings on his ass. So I'm going to say, oh, you don't have your mark on your ass.
Excellent, and I will pull my pants back up.
Mm. As you do,
I
the door to the room opens up, and Captain Sebastian Smith stands there. Good morning, lads. Nice to see you awake.
Did you actually kill the ghost?
You?
What was it? Ozzy?
Can't say the same about you.
Of course, of course. No, the ghost has not been killed, however, I can assure you there is no girl in danger. Now,
Why stop us then? We were whooping its ass.
well, this, what you have experienced, was a little act. You are now officially deceased in every record of Riverlong. You were branded with a mark that tracked your eyesight and your hearing and your location just as a compass, but well, the first time you gives specifically looking at Baldur, he gives a painful smile. You managed to nicely escape.
No, how did you find us?
As I said, the brandings were as compasses. One, and
Paul just kind of sits there, like, looks over to the girls. Look at this idiot.
and second, you have somehow managed to end up in the exact location you are meant to be. Let me introduce you. Let me introduce you to someone.
Can I have a question?
Yes.
So you say you see everything that we see because of the branding.
Not me. The officials of House Taylor.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
not
but
anymore, because the branding is off.
does that mean that? I mean, that guy got the branding on his ass. Did you see out of his ass, or?
No, young boy, that's not how magic works.
think
I
it's exactly how
still
it works.
see out of his eyes.
Oh, okay.
Any more essential questions?
Did someone collect my knife from the old woman?
He throws the knife to you.
The ghost knife!
Unfortunately, the old lady found it non-magical.
Well, I still want the letter of authentication that this is just a knife.
It is just a knife. You have my
Yes.
word.
Yes, but the letter of authentication is important.
Does anyone else have any intellectual questions? Good. Then I will introduce you to someone. He steps aside, and the old man you see previously walks in. Good morning. My name is Edmund Thorne. I am the elder of this village. Now, I assume you expect some explanation, and you are rightful in that. This village here serves as a gateway to scare away unwanted people from this island. Every single citizen you have seen are undead, raised by myself, and the ghost is a summoned creature that I control. You have been put to a test, and by risking your own life and trying to save the girl, you have passed it. He kinda looks over to Sebastian Smith, and although the intellectual aspect does not really qualify them for the college, looking back, and well, that is all from my side of the explanation. And for the rest, you will meet someone you are already quite familiar with. In walks another person. It's getting quite crowded, but what do you do? You see a woman, a young woman with sapphire dress, walk in with a sword in her hand. The woman you recognize as Sophia Taylor.
Who?
The woman who gave you the job to go to the ship.
The noble from the bar.
Joking, I'm joking.
Okay.
Jesus, people.
She raises the sword and puts it to her chest in a saluting way. And the sword right there is not quite accurate to what she holds, but that's the best I could find on Hero Forge. The sword. Anyone who wishes so may roll history checks.
Yay.
Do I know? Sure, I'll risk it.
Oh, come on.
Give me sword nut lore.
No clue so far. However, the sword looks like this.
Ooh.
Now we know what it is.
You know the name,
It's a
but you
ghost
don't
knife.
know in character. Yeah, it's the ghost sword.
This implies the existence of a stoppable blade.
That is true.
Just stoppable force. We found the solution to the answer to the question.
Anyways, she says, I'm sorry you had to endure all this trouble. However, it seemed necessary. I have gathered you people here because I have a job for you. A real one this time. But for that it seemed inescapable that you were officially announced as dead. I have recognized your potentials as you were walking down the streets and were saying that he looks towards Edward. And when she does so, you feel Tap's claws being a bit tighter. And it's almost as if Tap would be afraid, which is quite rare from that specific rat. And well, I did some background checks, and I figured you would be willing to take this venture upon yourselves, or at least most of you don't really have anything else to go back to. Anyways. First you have to know what this place is. And this here is the Independent Republic of Adventurers. A place eradicated from every single map. It is a home for adventurers, lost people, those who want to fight for the greater good instead of living for the nobles' corrupt ways. It is hidden by them because they shame the fact they can't do anything about our existence. Well, this quite covers it. I am one of the leaders of this nation, and my right hand recently disappeared. And usually when a noble disappears, it's mostly because they wanted to escape and ended up here, and we helped them, but well, he disappeared from here. You might have discovered something of someone which did not really need to be known and was put away. It happens more often than you would think, but well, you must understand, he's both a great asset to this nation and is my brother. I would ask you to help me find him, as you are now off the grids.
Sure, I'm in.
How about the rest of you? Know that you are not forced into this
Well,
any more than you already are.
Once.
Sorry?
How do we know you're not going to trick us twice? You already did it once.
Well, I guess you have no guarantee, but what else are you going to do?
Well, we could sail away, but do we at least have guaranteed payment?
Yes. If you accept my offers, then you will be enlisted as you have proven yourself into the Adventurers Guild, where you will receive official payment. For this kind of job, it would be, let's see, judging by the importance and the potential danger of the mission, it would be around 25,000 gold pieces. Obviously 15% taken down by the Adventurers Guild for obvious reasons.
Is that each or for the whole group?
Yes. Each of you.
25k each? Slightly reduced after tax? Be the first time I ever pay tax.
So before I agree to anything or accept anything, I need to know the answer to one fateful question.
Is that anything similar to the questions I have been asked? My comrades have been asked before, as she looks towards Reese.
It's not about that guy's ass if you're asking that.
Then okay.
So the question is, do we agree that I did not steal your necklace?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm in. I was right.
I was posing as a young girl with some illusory magic of mine, and I gave it to you, then blamed you just so I could get you here.
Oh, so one thing bothers me. So you say, or at least that guy says, that the commoners were raised deads, if I understand that correctly.
Yes.
Where did you get all of their corpses?
Let me remind you, I am the leader of the Adventurers Guild. I'll let you figure it out from there.
He just nods.
Well, any other questions?
When can I get out of here?
So you are not willing to take on the job.
Not really, no.
I see.